Hey everyone, Aaron here with a fresh new gig log, and today, I need your help. What do you do if the officiant brings their own microphone? While I was at my wedding on Saturday, I always text back and forth with my buddy. He was telling me that the officiant brought their own mic, and it sounded like a tin can in the venue, but it was too late to do anything because everything was already set in motion. I honestly can't foresee a situation where this goes well. Unless the officiant walks up to you and goes, "How's it going, DJ? I have my own lav mic. It costs $900. I'm gonna place it right here. Plug it into your rig. We're good to go." I just don't think that's gonna happen. I think they're gonna come up to you with an $89 microphone that they bought on Best Buy. Now, I get why officiants want to use their own microphone. They probably had one too many situations where the DJ totally fucked it up. I went to Instagram to get your guys' opinion. Hey, what do you guys do? An officiant comes up, says, "I got my own mic." And the responses were mixed, I would say. A lot of you were saying, you know, just let them plug it in. It's no big deal. Go for it. It's all good. Some of you were like, "Oh, hell no." I even got some responses like, "Just slap it out of their hand," which I totally love that one. My buddy Mark wrote, he said, "Tough call. Last time I let them use theirs. Big time issues. I almost always use mine now. If it goes wrong, guess who gets blamed? This guy." When it's my own fault and I, screw up at a ceremony, I will totally own it. Okay, yep, you can turn around and look at me. It's me. It's totally me. But when it's somebody else that is fucking up and then you're getting the blame for it and then still getting those turnarounds, So what do you do instead? I'm gonna take Nick's advice here. He said, if their mic sucks, I talked them into using my shit. Always have a lav and handheld option. I think that's the way to go here, guys. And I believe that there's a nice way to do this, okay? You don't want to come off as a know-it-all DJ. "I don't think so, Pastor Jeff. You're gonna use my stuff because I am the know-it-all here. I am the DJ. You will listen to me and you bow to me and don't even give me a goddamn request tonight." Maybe you just flex a little bit on how much you spent. "Hey, Pastor Jeff, I totally understand why you brought your own mic. You've probably been screwed lots of times." Don't say screwed to a pastor. "Hey, Pastor Jeff, I totally understand why you brought your own mic. You've probably been fucked up." Nope, don't say that either. I can't even think of a way to say this nicely. "Hi, Pastor Jeff, I totally understand how you got hung out to dry by some of these other DJ folk." And he's like, yep. "Don't worry, I spent $700 on my system. It sounds great. Let's do a check right now. If you feel good and I feel good, how about we roll with it?" And hopefully they'll roll with it. Now, my wedding on Saturday, I was back at the Loft. I love this place. It's somewhere I play all the time. Incredible staff, great crew. I love the vibe. It's a small enough room where I only bring one Bose L1 and a sub 2. The only problem is the load-in. Now, I don't want to just complain about the load-in. Well, look, we all have to deal with it. But one of the things I thought about as I was trudging out in the snow, walking 2 blocks to find my car parked outside, scraping snow off of my windshield, pulling my car to the back of the venue, driving down this dark alleyway where I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get raped and murdered, backing it into the back door like Austin Powers. The thing that popped in my mind the whole time is people thinking, the DJ charges too much money. Like, no, we don't. One of the other things that's funny about this venue is it's got this elevator that, I hope I can get away with this. I have a PB&J that totally went off at this wedding. If you're new to the channel, PB&J is peanut butter and jelly. Just 2 songs that I mixed together that really work. The 2 songs are Starships by Nicki Minaj and Down by Jay Sean and Lil Wayne. And I'm gonna show you how to do that right here. I'm telling you, you guys gotta try that. It was the first time I ever played Down at a wedding, and people were losing their minds. It totally went off. Now it's time for the 1-star review. I went around, I hunted to try to find a 1-star review that we could talk about. And again, I'm not trying to put this DJ on blast. I think that there's some things in here that we can learn from each other, from our failures, just like how I shared. One of the things that she writes is that he started the recessional music before the pastor announced our names, so nobody heard our first announcement as Mr. and Mrs. at our ceremony. I think that this is a situation that can be easily avoided one of the things I do when I'm doing my sound check with an officiant is I always ask them, what is the last thing that you say so I know when to punch my recessional song? Communication is huge, especially for the ceremony. Make sure everybody is on the same page. Alright, so this was a 5-part complaint on this review. The second part really bums me out because it looks like she said she wanted Michael Jackson, The Way You Make Me Feel, to be their grand entrance song. She said, I was very disappointed because for over a year, I had been playing that song, getting hyped about it, and just picturing what it would be like to dance into our reception with our wedding party with that song playing, and this DJ did not play it. This is what happens, again, if you're underprepared, or if you don't do your final consultation, if you're not paying attention to the notes. For us, it might feel like, it's no big deal, just play a different song. I don't remember what it was. But for her, this was a big deal. She wanted to come into MJ. Alright, this next point was very interesting, and it's something that maybe we should all consider. She said, third, I actually had a few guests point this out to me as well. He played breakup songs during our dinner. Maybe that's something that we never thought about before, you know, just kind of putting some hits together, a nice little dinner playlist, but lyrics matter. Not only did she pick up on it, but the guests pick up on it as well. They're listening like, that's a breakup song. So basically, keep any Taylor Swift out of your dinner music. One thing to think about before you throw that song into your dinner crate, what's being sung about here? Are we talking about breaking up? Are we talking about panties hitting the floor? This next part is also sad. Fourthly, she said, I have requested a song be played for my grandfather that passed away. It was a Creedence Clearwater Revival song. For my uncle who passed away, these remembrance songs were not played. Now remember, when you see songs that hit your must playlist, one of the things I go over with my couple, is there anything on here that's special, sentimental, something that you want me to hit or say something beforehand? And that's where these kind of notes can come into play. And I've had couples tell me on multiple occasions, yeah, this is important or special to our family because of this. And then what I'll do in Vibo is I'll heart it and I'll make a little note, hey, this is a very special song, make sure you get this on. This was a very, very special song for her and it didn't get played. So make sure you talk to your couple ahead of time. Her last complaint was, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What happened at this wedding? Fifth, just odd choices in music were played the rest of the evening that I never even heard of and did not fit the genre or any of the artists we talked about in our meetings. The CSI theme song was one of them. What? I don't even know what that song is. That was definitely a nightmare situation for this bride. If you want to see a nightmare situation for me with an officiant, then go ahead and click on this video next. And if you like this and you like me, then you know what to do and just do that shit.